What's up, guys? It's gonna be Chooch here, back with another mini podcast. Um, it's been a little bit since the other two, three. I've been really busy with school, like insanely busy with doing everything that I have to do there on a daily basis. Um, I've spent like almost every single day 10 to 12 hours on campus, or that's like my usual is 10 to 12 hours, and recently it's been like I don't know, 12 to 14. And then I'm also there on Saturdays for football games, since I am obligated to be there for grade. Okay, huh? But anyways, it's been a while, so I'm probably going to be Omega Scuff today. Just be nice. And I just want to get on here and talk about some stuff. I'm going to die. And I just wanted to see how the people were doing. So the first thing I absolutely want to talk about is I'm just gonna get it out of the way. It's not gonna be the main point of this entire thing, but I just thought I'd briefly mention it. The vote that we recently had for Black Ops 1. Before I say anything about the results, I am very, very thankful that we are able to have a vote in general. I can't remember who commented this, but someone said something along the lines of, I am jealous of the song speedrunning community for voting. And I think it's something that we may take for granted in the future, but I'm happy that we at least got to do a vote. And I plan to have one coming out for Black Ops 2 here in, I don't know. I hope to get it done this week, but I'd have to talk with some people and see what should be on there. But anyways, back to the results. Well, the vote was for if plutonium should be allowed for Black Ops 1 speedrunning. I guess before I say the results, I'll go ahead and say, I'll say my viewpoint of it, which is, I don't really have a preference. I've played on Plutonium before, I've played on Steam before, I've played on B-Gamer before, I've played on all of them. I don't have a preference. Obviously right now, my preference is Steam, with the mod being made by Zio. I know I can use it for Plutonium, but I would rather just use the Steam version. It just feels better, personally, but I don't have a preference. I voted for Plutonium to be banned because I know that there has been some stuff in the past that they have done, but I personally didn't have a preference if it went either way. I don't know if I'll be able to pull the results up on the screen here, or I guess here. But if I don't, I think the final result was Plutonium to be allowed had 10 votes, and Plutonium to be banned had 6 votes, if I remember. The main reason why I want to talk about this is because some people have asked me that there were 3 people that joined the Discord server, like, the day that the vote was announced, and all 3 of them, like, seconds within joining, immediately placed a vote on the, on the reaction poll, which is how we did the vote. And people were like, well, that was kind of scummy. And I would say, yes, I do agree it was kind of scummy. The reason why their votes weren't removed by me was because it didn't matter the outcome. Even if they didn't vote, Plutonium to be allowed still would have won. So I just decided no point in removing votes if it doesn't change the outcome. But that does bring me to a point that I do want to talk about today, and that's the importance of voting. Like, why do we have votes? Because the obvious answer is we have votes because, as a community, we needed to come up with what we want. Rules have been set in the past, and I feel like when rules have been set in the past, they just are generically speaking to zombie speedrunning as a whole. It's not talking about specific runs or categories. It's just talking about speedrunning Black Ops Zombies as a whole. Either one or two, either or. I feel like with voting for us, it makes everyone on the same page, as well as gives those that feel strongly about whatever we're talking about to voice their opinions, and for not only them to be heard, oh yeah, but for them to be validated by others that have the same opinions as them. And I'm saying all this to kind of put the perspective that voting is important in any community, it doesn't matter what. With our community, it is different though, in my opinion. There are obviously other communities like this out there, not just in Black Ops, but in other games, but our community is small for this specific category, song speedrunning. We, generally speaking, have a small community. We don't have a lot of people. Not very many people actively run song speedruns. And, you know, we're obviously trying to get more and spread the word about it. But right now, we don't have a lot. So even though 3 people joining may not be a lot, it is when there's a total of, I don't know, like 15 people voting. Because that is, I don't know the math on that, but if 15 people vote and 3 people are all voting one side because someone told them to, I kind of heavily weighs down the other side, and it's pretty hard to have a fair vote where every single person truly feels like their voice is heard, because others are worried about the result and not so much the talk and the reason of why we're voting, I guess. That's probably all I'm going to talk about regarding the voting. At the end of the day, the results are made. It is what it is. Either you hate it and, you know, you just got to go on with your life, or you're in favor of it and you're happy that it went in favor. Like I said before, I don't have a preference. Either of the results would have been fine for me, since I don't mind on playing on Plutonium or Steam. But I do plan on monitoring Plutonium when new updates come out, since they do sometimes mess up. And for competitive integrity, it's good that we're all playing on the same version. I guess now I'll talk about... How did I not plan that? Something that isn't really zombies related, but I think is kind of an interesting topic. Currently in college, I'm taking a Psych 100 class, and there was like a huge list of topics that we had to write an essay over, and you could pick whichever one. And I decided to write mine over a question that said something along the lines of, are parents or peers more influential to our development and growth? And I was like, oh, well, this is easy. Obviously, our parents, everyone's parents, you know, kind of teach them how to live their lives at the start. But as I started writing it, it became obvious to me that I had no clue what I was talking about. But I just wanted to talk about how I thought on it, even though it has nothing to do with zombie speedrunning. You all may find it interesting, and if you don't, you know, please tell me, then I'll shut up in the next one, the next podcast. But I guess I can relate this to zombies, because when I think of peers and like going to school and getting to know my friends, I think about like playing games with all my friends, like going through school and then being excited to come home after school so we can all play games and, you know, have a good time in a Xbox 360 party, the good old days, with Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3 when it came out, and obviously Black Ops 2, Halo 3, you know, all these games that are iconic nowadays. You know, like, I remember when, like, Die Rise came out on Black Ops 2. I remember the first time I ever saw any footage about that map was at a friend's house because he got it like the night it was released, and I went over there to watch it, and I was like trying to learn the map and all that. So when I came home and played it, like I would know what to do and where to go and all this. And so I think of, I'm playing this game right now. My parents had no say that I play in this right now. It wasn't their choice, or like they didn't tell me, hey, you should play this. It was my friends. But if my parents said, hey, don't play this. This is rated M for mature, and you are not above the age of 18. I think that's what it is. I can't remember if it's 18 or 16, but there's a lot of different aspects of life to look at in that sense. And I guess it also brings forward the main question that I'm being taught in the psychology class, which is to ask why instead of what. Like, again, relating it back to zombies, why do we speedrun? I guess that's not really zombies, but like, why do we play zombies? What is the inherent goal of zombies? Because it's different for everyone. Why is some people's goal to get the highest round as possible? Why did I decide that it was going to be my goal to get some stupid song to play as fast as possible? And it all really just comes down to preference and, a bunch of different shit that happened in our lives. That's probably all I'll talk about that. That was kind of lame. I'm trying to think of some zombies related to talk about. I guess I'll talk about... There's something that I thought about talking in the last podcast because it was 30 fucking minutes long because I didn't land a single strafe jump. But one thing I do want to talk about is what other zombies games would I play that aren't obviously Black Ops 1 and 2. I guess I'll just go chronological order. So the next one would obviously Black Ops 3. But before I talk about that, I'll obviously say World at War. I wouldn't mind doing it World at War. I just don't think World at War is kind of like a scuffed version of Black Ops 1, in my opinion. So if I do that, it'll just be like playing Black Ops 1. So I don't care. I'll do World at War one day, probably. Let's fucking go. That's 2. Try it from the left for fun. Yeah, I'm never trying it from the left again. So Black Ops 3, my thoughts on speedrunning Black Ops 3. If I was to ever run Black Ops 3, it would be no gobblegum. When I'm playing casually, I love gobblegums. I'm like, wow, I have so much power. I can literally do like anything I want in the entire game, like on round 2. But when I'm speedrunning, I do not like gobblegums. I think they are kind of dumb. I think, not trying to shit on anyone that runs Black Ops 3, but I think they're a little bit easier than other runs. Because, I mean, like a power-up, I guess. The chances for most power-ups to occur are 25% chance, because, I guess the normal rotation would be double points, max ammo, insta-kill, kaboom. And, I mean, you just take that 25% chance, but you put it down on gobblegums, and some of them obviously have a higher chance of occurring, and, like, I don't remember if this is on Black Ops 4 or on Black Ops 3, but there's a gobblegum that, like, teleports you to a random location on the map. That adds a new variety of luck, just crazy stuff. So if I was to ever speedrun Black Ops 3, I would do no gobblegums, and the map that I would do the most on, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know any Black Ops 3 maps other than Shadow of Evil, because I don't have any DLCs. So, Shadow of Evil. For Black Ops 4, I've already tried to look at Black Ops 4. I've done a couple attempts of some, but I have the same thought process on Black Ops 4 that I do on Black Ops 3, which is no gobblegums. I can't remember if there are gobblegums in Black Ops 4, but I'm pretty sure it's not, and it's elixirs, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I would do no elixirs, or no gobblegum, or whatever it is. If you want to know why, watch we're at the 15-minute mark, go back to the 12-minute mark, and I'll explain to you why. And if I was to do any map on that, it would 100% be 9? It's either 9 or 11, I can't remember. But the Gladiator map, I remember I loved that map. I thought it was so cool. And me and my cousin grinded out the Easter egg whenever it first came out. That's 3, baby. So yeah, it'd be that map. For Black Ops Cold War, I'm not gonna include Infinite Warfare or any of that. I'm just gonna do... I'll do what I want to do. So Cold War is next, in my opinion. And I think I would be down to do some Cold War runs. I've obviously done them in the past, if you can tell by my YouTube channel, but I haven't done much since, I don't know, the game first came out. And the reason why I didn't do more is because my dog shit computer couldn't handle even recording the game while playing. Like, all of the runs that I had back then, I don't think I was streaming in a single one because my computer couldn't handle streaming and playing that game on the lowest quality. So I haven't done runs since it came out because I literally can't record it because my PC's dog shit. And I've only upgraded the RAM since then. So I may go back and try and do it one day, but I do think I would enjoy going back to Cold War one day and improving some records. And if I were to do a certain map on that, it would be... I don't remember the names. I think it's Marder on Toten or something like that. It's the one where it has like the underground subway and it has a train with the screaming people. I remember that. The first you spawn in like the top of a hotel room or something like that. The song is Amiibo. Amoeba or Amiibo, I can't remember the name of it. I don't remember who it's by, but I'll definitely do that map. I enjoyed playing that map casually, and I did a speedrun of it. So that's probably it. I got 2 minutes left. What else is there to talk about? My semester is starting to slow down. We have about a month left to go until we have Christmas break or winter break or whatever you want to call it. So I do plan on doing more runs and streaming stuff around that time. I'm obviously going to have to... Damn. 4. I'm going to have to work my job since I obviously haven't been able to because I've been too busy with school. So I am a little broke, but you know what? It is what it is. Grind and stop. One thing I've also thought about doing in this last minute that I have is making a community playlist. Like a Spotify playlist where everyone can just add songs. And, like, obviously I wouldn't want, like, troll songs on there, but, you know, whatever kind of music you listen to, throw it on that bitch. I mean, you know, we'll make a community playlist of just songs that we all listen to, and I think that'd be a cool idea. If you all would want to do that, let me know. That's 5, I think? Damn, what's going on today? Let's get 2 in a row to end it. Oh my god, I'm doing it. What the fuck? Okay, I almost did 3. I would've lost my shit. 2 in a row. I think that's the first 2 in a row that I've ever gotten. Holy shit. I'm nuts, I'm nuts. Just kidding. That was pretty embarrassing. But yeah. I'll end this one just like I ended the others. If you all have anything that you all want me to talk about, please let me know. I am open to talk about literally anything. I don't really care what I talk about. I just talk about whatever is on my mind while I'm practicing this. But I hope you all enjoyed this mini podcast. If you want to do a community playlist on Spotify, let me know, because I'd love to. And I guess I'll see you all in the next mini podcast. Peace.